picked up Roy. No, honestly, it's good that you're picking up other characters, just because it's never a bad idea to play another character. I mean, somebody, I don't know if it was like Armada or somebody, but they made some video on how using a secondary can hinder your progress. But if you're gonna play a character like this, you need secondaries. Like, you cannot solo main this character, I'm sorry. Unless you'd rather have fun over improving and winning. So, okay. I know not that many are watching right now, but I'm gonna start going through my warm-up, I guess. Okay, so the first stupid little exercise I like to do is, I don't know what to call it. It's just running up and up airing. Oh, wait. And the reason I practice this is, well, first of all, it's just a good hand warmer. I'll sometimes do it between stocks, and it's good for juggling people. I realized that I want to get really good at juggling people as Richter because he's really good at frame trapping. Meaning if you're like getting juggled by Richter and you air dodge, more than likely, if he's good, he'll hit you again. And I try and tell people who are playing the matchup, like, if you are getting juggled by Richter, don't air dodge unless you completely like, you absolutely have to. Because again, you're probably just gonna get frame trapped and you're gonna get hit again. And so, how I do this is well, the reason that I do this is because if I were to just jump and up air like this, he has like no air mobility unless you dash first and then jump. So if I were to kind of go over how I do it in slow motion, I'll just do the initial dash, jump, up air, fast fall, and then just do it back and forth over and over again. Whoops. Yeah, see, if you do it wrong, sometimes you'll get a forward air fall. That's like an extended version of it. And then once you get the timing down, and these are just things you have to practice until it becomes second nature and muscle memory, honestly, because I can't just sit here and explain how, I mean, I kind of explained what to do. It varies controller by controller. I don't play GameCube, so it depends on everybody else. Usually when I do buffered aerials with the Pro Controller, I'll like slide my thumb from X, which I have set to jump, to A. I think you could do the same thing from Y to A or X to A on the GameCube controller. So, I think it's applicable across both. Some people have their jump set to shoulder button. Anyway, so the next thing I like to do is landing fair, like this. It doesn't matter if you go back and forth, you just want to practice spacing it. It's like if I'm fighting, usually you'd want to fight like Pikachu or some really small character, but this is your safest tool in neutral to like poke at people. And if you're not doing so already, you have to use the C-stick for this. Like, if you don't use the C-stick, it's just gonna mess you up. Like, your spacing, you're not gonna get the spacing you want. I don't know if you guys saw the Beefy Smash Dudes video, but they talked about how using C-stick actually influences their momentum, which is true. But with a character that has like no air drift, I usually don't worry too much about it. And the thing is, what I used to do a lot at the start of the game, like month like 2 or 1 of the meta, is I would constantly be throwing out aerials like this. I thought that like his buffered down angle fair, like I was talking about earlier, is so good. But there's 3. I'm gonna make this into a video because everybody's asking. Don't worry. Do you know how Riddles did A aerials? Like what? Are you talking about like buffered fair like this, or like just in general? Because there are certain situations where I personally use C-stick versus pressing A. The only times I use C-stick, let's see, I use C-stick for F-tilt, of course, just because it's like a lot easier and you can do boost and pivot F-tilts and stuff. In case you don't know how to do that, what you want to do, here, let me put in slow motion. So, if I were to run up to somebody, you know how you can run up, let go, and then do like jab or like F smash or something. So I let go and then do F tilt. It only goes to here. But if I run up and turn around, see how he's in the sliding animation? If I flick the C stick towards Cloud while I'm in the sliding animation, look. He like pivots forward and he kind of slides. It's almost like doing perfect pivot moves in Smash 4, like that. You can do it forward to kind of, I guess, surprise your opponent. It's really good when retreating with it. It's good to retreat with it because, you know, you kind of slide back with the hitbox. Anything retreating with the super F tilt or the pivot F tilt, pivot cancel F tilt, that's like the formal version, it's called PC F tilt, is really good. Just remember that I used to use retreating aerials a lot because they're just inherently, you're most likely to win the interaction. This is the only problem is you're sacrificing stage control, and I can't emphasize enough how important stage control is as Richter, because like when somebody's cornered, they have like so few options because they can't roll in. You can catch their jump, and then if you hit them once with the whip, they're already at the ledge, and that's where you want them to be. I mean, it's honestly whatever works for you, but I just find C-Stick really useful for C-Stick really useful for F-tilt and his forward air. Smash Stick, you can still do the aerials, so it doesn't matter. It's just the F-tilt that I really like. You can do pivot up tilt, but his up tilt's a bad move in general. So yeah, I try and just land with this. And back to my dumb little story of what I used to do is I used to play like this. Like I used to just constantly throw out aerials. And at UCI, the #1 player, he plays Fox, and Fox is like fast enough to like run in during the recoil of this move and hit you. Like if I do down angle fair and you're playing like Snake or Cloud and you parry it, you can actually dash attack me. Like this is actually punishable. And there are only 3 times you should ever do this to use downward angle fair like buffer. Is if, like you saw earlier on my stream, where you shield a projectile or something laggy and then do it. You know, you run up shield the laggy move, and then punish it. The other time is when you want to catch landings, like that. You try to catch somebody's landing or retreating from you, you poke at them. Or if they're off stage, you know, like that. And the only other time is some people like to... One really important thing is Richters, you want to see what people do after they take a hit on shield. Like if I F-tilt Cloud shield, he might feel pressured to jump, or he might roll in, or retreat. You know, if they like to jump, a lot of people like to jump, especially when they get hit on shield in the corner, then you stuff out their jump with forward air or back air, upward angle. And if they retreat, that's when you want to use this. And if you can take advantage of somebody retreating, that's really good. Because it's like, first they're already giving up stage control, and then you hit them even further away, they're kind of screwed. So that's the, those are probably the 3 main times you want to use this. And again, how I do it is I hold shield, and then as soon as, because remember, you can jump out of shield. Like if I just hold the shield button and press X, I don't even have to let go of shield, he'll jump. And so I'll hold shield, and I'll slide my thumb from X to A, and I'll get this. That's how you do it. Simple as that. It's 3 buttons. You just hold shield and then slide your thumb from X to A. That's how you do the buffered down angle fair. So you want to use it when you punish a laggy move out of shield, you catch somebody's landing, or you read that somebody's going to retreat. Because it's honestly his best burst option. Because like I'm all the way over here, and then I immediately, you know, can hit somebody who's at a pretty solid distance away from me. So anyways, that's that. The next thing I like to practice is doing, not RAR, I guess it kind of is, but like retreating angled tilts, or sorry, aerials. Because this is just like, again, like I said, it's like, how do you approach this? It's really hard to, unless you're like Roy, where you just have insane air mobility, you can just go over him. So, I'm gonna try and go through it step by step. So you kind of just dash, jump, and then down angle fair. These I do with the left stick. When I play in neutral, like actually, I don't do these with the C stick. You could probably do it with the C stick and get it a lot faster like this. But because I use Pro Controller, I can get it when I slide my thumb to the left, and only to the left. It's hard to do it the other directions. I tried setting my jump to left trigger, but it just causes you to like if you input the move and then jump, you'll actually get the move in the direction your left stick was holding, which is the exact opposite if you're retreating. Like I would be retreating and then I'd retreating from Cloud and I accidentally go like this. So I do these with the left stick. So it's just simple as it is. You run in the opposite direction, jump, and then press A, and then you immediately, while you're doing the move, angle it in the opposite direction. And I just practice going along the stage, retreating with it like this. You can do it upward too. I'm used to doing it downward because, I mean, you can still retreat with this. When I retreat and do upward angle fair, actually, I like to use the C-stick like this. So I'll do it like back and forth across the stage using the left stick. Every angle, like no angle, upward. And I'll just warm up until I can get that without messing up. See, every once in a while, you'll see a Richter player get down air because they angled it. The less you do that, the better, obviously. So I'll do that, and then I'll just do the same thing with C-stick, just as a warm-up. I usually don't use C-stick for doing this, though. Yeah, I know about the roll stuff, but I usually don't do it. Like, if I think somebody's gonna roll, then I'll just throw the holy water at them and the bottle will catch the roll. But yeah, in case you guys don't know what Hero's talking about, if somebody were to roll, I don't think I can control cloud, but if you're up tilting and they get up in, if they roll get up into your up tilt, you can actually combo into stuff because it'll connect with the late hit. And you'll have a little enough end lag to actually punish off. I'm trying to think what else. Oh yeah, these. Oh yeah, these. You really want to get short hop cross down. It's just as simple as it is. It's just I just tap X and then at the top of the jump I just smash throw it like the long distance. In case you really don't know Richter, there's two distances you can throw it at. Hey, what's up, Danny? So if you just it's like Palu Explosive Flame. Lamau, funny you just joined. If I hold right and press B, whoops, you can't see. I'll throw it at a shorter distance. If you flick it and press B like a smash attack, it goes like twice as far. It's actually ridiculous. And so when you throw it in the air, you get a lot more rewards off it. Like if I throw it on the ground, I can just get the 4-move combo like that. But they have to be at super low percent. Like at low percent, yeah, go ahead and throw it on the ground. But like, if you throw it on the ground, they can just shield it. And honestly, they have to be a pretty bad player to get hit by it. But if you throw it in the air, let's just say they're at like any percent above like 20. You throw it in the air, they're between you and the cross, like you can just get like a bunch of, you can just get a lot more off it. You can get throw combos too, which I'll talk about. See, look at that, I just got like 40% off of a throw. Here's another one. Oh, that's not true yet. Hold up. There we go. See, that was all true. Yeah, another good thing about this is you can actually jump out of it. Like, I've had times where I do short hop cross and somebody tries to, actually, I couldn't do anything after that. I guess it depends. If I throw it like this height, yeah, like that, then I can actually jump. Like, somebody will see me do this, oops, and they'll try and grab me, and then I'll just jump and hit them into it. Like, I'll do this, they'll try and grab me. Oh, damn it. And then I'll just get a hit off them. Oh yeah, just for combo reasons. So there's like 3, like, I guess, levels of conversions off the cross. So if they're like right next to you, then you can get up air into nair into fair. Only at like super low percents though. That wasn't 100% true, but trust me, if I was on point, that would be true. There, see, 52%. I guess, and so it's those 3 moves: falling, up air, nair, fair. So if you're a little further, then you just do the last 2. If they're too far away to get up air, then you just do nair, fair. And then if they're really far away, you just do fair. So it's just those 3 moves. See, if they're really close, then I could do nair, fair, like this. Oh shoot. Try again. Like that. So, the reason why I really want you guys to practice the throw combos, like, I can't stress how important that is, because, like, Richter with the whip, like, naturally conditions people to shield. And a lot of people will, like, run up shield once they start figuring out how to fight them, because the people who don't know how to fight Richter, they'll just get hit by stray whips. And the people who know what they're doing, they'll like parry and they'll like run up and shield and stuff. So like they'll run up and shield when you grab them, and then they end up taking like 40%. But the thing is, if you if you're constantly fishing for this, they're gonna be like, oh, he threw cross in the other direction, like he's gonna grab me. So like, what I'll do is I'll just throw cross the other direction and then just fight like normal, like completely. I wouldn't say ignore that it's there, but you know, I would not try and go for a grab. I would just keep throwing out aerials, keep conditioning the shield, and then every once in a while I'll go in and grab, you know. One problem I have is because he has so many combos, I'll like fish for setups and stuff. Oh, here's another dumb setup that I've been using a lot. It basically makes throwing axe a lot less punishable. If you throw another benefit, oh, in case you guys don't know, like cross in the other direction is like super underrated. Because not only will they forget it if they're a dumbass, but it can't be reflected. Like, you can't reflect it. If Mario or Wolf uses Shine, like, they won't get hit by it, but it'll just, like, it'll pass through the reflector. Not only that, but it goes through projectiles, too. So if I have Cloud just shoot Blade Beam, here, let me make him shoot, where the hell is it? No, not that. Okay, watch. See, look it. See how it sends it right back to me? If I throw it the other direction, if I throw cross the other direction, watch what happens. Look, it just goes through him, and he gets hit. So if somebody... That's why matchup knowledge is so important against this character, because, like, if somebody doesn't know that... Like, you could legit... you could legitimately, like, lose a game because of that, and then just... So, yeah, it has more priority. I think the reason that is because, like... It's like, cross would just be out for so long that it wouldn't make sense. Like, I throw it, it comes back to me, it's like it was gonna come back to me anyway. But it's like I throw it the other way, it goes all the way to Cloud, and then he reflects it, comes all the way back to me. The cross would just be out forever, and it would just... I don't know, it would just be weird. But yeah, like, it's really good against Mega Man, because it'll just go through all of his pellets, and then he has to shield it or do something about it. So yeah, that's that. Let's see, what else am I going to talk about? I'm still thinking about the other thing. So yeah, that's cross stuff. The last thing I do to warm up is, like, RAR hole. It's a surprise tool that'll help me later. That's the meme. So throwing cross in the other direction is a surprise tool that will help you later in any matchup. See, look at that. 40% off of... Oh, I fucked up. There we go. 40% off a grab. That easy. There's a really stupid combo I'll show you guys in a little bit. Boom. That one I'm not very good at yet. Last is Holy Water. So, if you guys don't know, you can't B-reverse the Holy Water. Like, if I try and B, you just can't. I don't know why. Maybe Sakurai thought it'd be too OP. So, what you want to do is you want to RAR Holy Water. It's super good at neutral. Like, if you just run away and then just do this, like, they can, like, jump over you or hit you. But if you do this... Damn it. If you do this, it's a lot harder to punish. Like, see how much I, like, kind of drift back when I do it? It's just like how you do any RAR aerial, but instead of pressing down A, you press B. Just press B. And you want to practice doing it in both directions. Because again, you could probably get away with throwing it in neutral a lot easier. It's kind of like doing a command input for Ryu, where you do like 3/4 of a circle. For the grab setups, you just have to, yeah, you gotta do it when you know they're gonna shield. And it's super timing dependent, honestly. Like, if you just lab it out enough times. The thing is, you can get it off forward throw, but if you throw it backwards, you have so much more time. Like, watch this. If I throw it forward and I pummel, I won't be able to get it in time. Like, if I throw it forward and they're staying where they are, I have to throw them immediately. But if I throw it backwards, look, I can get like 2 pummels in and still get the combo. I did 41%. So, yeah. Anyways, back to the Holy Water thing. So, it's just like a RAR aerial. Like, I jump during my turnaround animation, and I'm facing forward, and then I just press down B. And so... I'm trying to figure out how to... So how to do it is it's like... you want to do a quarter circle. Like if I'm going to the left, I start with my analog stick to the left, and then rotate it clockwise until I hit down. So that's what? God, I'm an engineering major. I should know. That's 270 degrees. So you start to the left, and then you go counterclockwise until you hit down, and then you'll get the holy water, and you press B when you finish down. And then so when you're going to the right, retreating with it, it's the exact opposite. So you start holding right, and then you rotate the analog stick 270 degrees to the bottom and press B, and you'll get this. So that's pretty much everything I do when I warm up. Oh yeah, another thing somebody in the chat mentioned is, yeah, you can do, oh, actually it wasn't mentioned in the chat. Just the falling up air stuff. I mentioned this in my super outdated guide, but yeah, if you get somebody in holy water, it pops them up, and you can get falling up air. Like, the most optimal punish is probably holy water to the good old up air and air fair. Does pretty solid damage. There, that was a solid hit. There, I did 52. Week 1, I was like... and it's not always true, so... But if you're fighting, like, Pikachu or somebody super small, then you could probably do that. You could probably do down air into, like, somewhere. Save me, Cloud. Oh, damn it. Neutral fair. There we go. Okay. It did about the same amount of damage anyway. What was the really good one? Let's see. That one does 60. Oh, pro gamer tip. Hold up. I don't even think the top Richter players think of this. Let me make him jump. Okay, watch this. So if you try to stuff somebody out, see how I got the sour spot? Watch this. Oh. Notice that when I nared him, I drifted back. Like, I drifted away from where it was going to send him so that I could get the sweet spot and get more damage. It's just a minute Richter thing. Just, part of my Nuances of Richter video, or whatever you want me to call it. But yeah, if I just jump into him like this, I'll get positional advantage, but I won't hit him with the sweet spot. But if I go like this, oh shoot, where I kind of turn around at the end, there, I got the sweet spot. So, I guess it's kind of your decision, if you'd rather be closer to the ledge or you want the sweet spot. Let's see, what else? Oh, a lot of times I don't see, okay, I'm gonna go through my Nuances of Richter real quick, including that thing. I don't see a lot of Richters converting off axe very much at the ledge. Like, because the axe just pops them up at, like, the perfect angle for you to, hit them with something. Like that. Usually they're just gonna die. I mean, Cloud's definitely dead. Let's see. Well, what I was trying to get at is, some people, well, not some people, people who know the matchup, they'll go super deep, like, they'll go under the axe. They'll go under the axe to get under the stage. And so the Richter player will, like, just keep throwing axe at, like, the shallow distance, and they'll go under it. What you want to do is you want to move back. Like, you want to get almost in, like, the middle of the stage, and then throw it, and trust me, the axe will... Oops. The axe will still go under the stage and get them deep. Like, you know, if they know what they're doing, they're going to recover, like, here. Like, right there. And so if you get in the middle of the stage and throw it, it'll hit them, and then you can get, like, F-smash or fair or whatever. Oh, I wanted to show you guys that really stupid combo I found after Shine. This is extremely situational and would probably never happen, like, ever in real life unless you're an absolute god. So, there's some metrics that go into this. You can actually use cross twice in one throw combo. Check this out. You're gonna like it. Or not. Whatever. Okay, so if I throw cross backwards, it doesn't matter how hard I throw it. I'm starting at 0, right? Watch where it disappears at the 10 mark. That's how far it goes. This thing goes really far. Like, that's why throwing cross is underrated, because you have to realize how far it goes. Like, if I'm on Battlefield here. Okay, let me go to Battlefield. Okay, I throw it backwards. Look at it! It, like, goes over the entire thing. Like, don't worry about cross not reaching them if you throw it backwards. It will reach them. So, anyways, it hits the 10 mark. I showed this to some people. I told some people in the Discord about it, so if you've already seen it, don't spoil it. But by the time I miss, you're already gonna figure out what I'm doing. Anyways. Boom. It's all true if you get the timing right, but essentially what I did is I threw reverse cross at the perfect distance to where I threw him into it. It disappeared, and because it disappeared, I could throw another one. Like, this is some big cheese right here, but in 20XX, Richter mains will be doing this. Look at it. I mean, it's like consistent, but I know there's no meter markers on the stage, but I feel like if you just internalized, I don't know if I told Psych about this. He may or may not know, but this is like the most situational thing ever. Actually, I do know you actually can visualize the distance. Like 0 to 10 is the entire size of FD. I'm pretty sure. So if you started at one ledge and they're on the other, you run all the way across the stage and then do this to them. Look, it's true. It did 33%. Anyways, another double cross combo that I love to fish for because it's new. I didn't start doing this until a month ago. I don't know why I don't seem to do this, but I call it the YMCA because he was the first person I landed it on in bracket. But anyways, throwing reverse cross makes throwing axe and neutral, makes throwing axe and neutral less punishable. Oh my god, the timing's not right for me. Okay. See, because usually people run under the axe, right? But if I throw cross and then jump over it, look at it, like, people can't run under that. Like, it's just a lot less. This will help you, like, if you really want to throw axe and neutral and you're being campy, then this is the way to do it. Not only that, but if you throw holy water at combos, watch this. Boom, 58%. I've never landed that on somebody, but I have multiple times gotten this where they're at like 80 and then where they're at like 80 and then you want to throw axe the far distance, like almost every time. Yeah, axe to grab is a thing. If you feel like it. I mean, yeah, just axe to yeet. True combo. So good. Oh, you know what else is stupid? If they're the right weight and they don't DI it correctly, you can do this. Nasty, right? That it's 60%. It does more than the double axe combo, but again, super impractical. Or super, and how's somebody that bad? I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, just the, hey, if you break somebody's shield, like anything below 30, like if you break somebody's shield at like 30, then you just get fully charged at smash a ledge, they're dead. But if they're at like 0, this is probably the most optimal damage. So good. I'll do matchup stuff. I might hop online one more time. I don't know, the cancer's pretty bad, but anyways, back to his throw combos. I'll talk a little bit about it again. So again, realize that if I throw it towards them, I have a lot less time to combo off it, because if they're like here, I can't get any pummels. Like if you do it here, or sorry, forward. Oh my god, what am I doing? You have to immediately throw them. Like, see, I immediately threw them, I still couldn't get it. Yeah, you gotta be at the right distance too. But if you throw it backwards, you have like all the time to do it. And either way, you can do down throw like that. Boom, 42%. I guess this is another nuance of Richter. I didn't mention the no impact landing in my original video because I just didn't know about it at the time. But only Belmonts can do this, so that's hype. If you press double jump at the certain height under the platform while retreating, you'll have like no lag. Like if somebody's shielding on the platform like this, you can just grab them. It's almost as if he had a command grab on the platform. It took a few hours for me to get used to, but once you get the timing down, it becomes second nature. Unfortunately, the timing's like different for every stage because the platforms are different heights on every stage. So it's like dut 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 on Battlefield. You just have to get used to the timing. Again, I can't always get it 100% of the time, but it looks so cool when you get it. Oh damn it! Swag. Like when somebody respawns on the platform, I'll just be like, nah. So yeah, another funny combo, the Lieutenant Surge Special, I like to call it, is if you get somebody in a tech situation and they decide to roll into you with the cross, you can get this beaut. Aw, damn it. Where you just hit him into the cross, into the bottle, falling up air up smash. I mean, honestly, whatever you can do whatever you want when you got the holy water. Another thing. Oh, this is cool. Okay, if you break somebody's shield and you're on a platform stage and they're at like 0, this is what you want to do. Okay, hold on. Aw, dang it. You can actually get 2 holy waters in one combo if they don't DI at it at the time. If you're an absolute... Aw, damn it. If you're an absolute Chad like me, what you'll do is you'll footstool them back into the holy water because you know that bitch is going to try and DI out of it. But yeah, it's still... I don't think it's optimized to where I know what I'm going to do when I get the holy water on the second platform. But again, you want to just throw across in the opposite direction and then immediately... There. I think that's enough of that.